everybody, my name's Holly. I'm going to be taking you through a Pilates workout. The workout will include a short warm-up, which includes the Pilates fundamentals, which are like the rules that you need to apply in each and every exercise. The exercises will be multi-leveled. You can choose level 1, 2 or 3 or sometimes even 4, level 1 being the lowest, level 4 being the hardest. With that being said though, if any exercises feel like they're too demanding for you, if you're not ready for them, please leave them out. Exercise with caution, listen to your body, and more importantly, have fun. So let's get started. We're going to start off with the first Pilates fundamental, which is the breathing. So we're going to take a seated position on the mat. So with bent legs hip width apart, or they can be together if you don't have any knee, hip or ankle issues. You're going to inhale, prepare. Exhale, pull the tummy in and round forwards. This is a great way to feel your Pilates breath, which should be in the sides of the ribs. We don't want to be breathing up into the shoulders or into the belly. So we're going to inhale, feel the ribs go outwards through here like an accordion. And then exhale all the air out, relaxing in that C curve. One more time, inhaling, exhaling. Let's squeeze in another one. Inhale. Exhale, pull the belly in and roll up to a tall back position. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, stretch out long. Exhale, C curve, pull the belly in, round forwards. Inhale through the sides of the ribs like an accordion. Exhale all that air out. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Last breath in. Last breath out. Pull the tummy in. And roll up bone by bone into that tall back position. So that's the breath that you'll use on each and every exercise. Remember not to breathe up into the shoulders, as that creates tension and poor shoulder posture. And we also want to make sure we're not belly breathing, otherwise we can't pull our core in. Now we're going to move on to what the tummy does in Pilates. Basically your tummy will be pulling up like a zip and in like a corset, and it'll be nice and flat on every exercise. So let's just practice that with the breath. So sitting here, nice tall back position, pull your tummy in, roll down. Even as you roll down to the floor, that's going to strengthen your tummy if you do it in the proper way. We're not just going to plop back. Legs hip width if you've got any knee, hip or ankle issues, or together if you don't. Hands on the tummy area now, so we're going to make sure we've got the nice natural curve in the spine. We're nice and relaxed, so you're inhaling. Exhale, pull your pelvic floor up and pull your tummy up into this giant zip. And now we're going to make a corset as well at the same time. Now keeping that feeling as we inhale, exhale, work to deepen. So be really careful that tummy's not going out and in like this. Inhaling, exhaling. And you can use your hands to check that your tummy feels firm beneath your fingers. Inhaling, exhaling. Last 2 breaths. I'm also using my hands to make sure my tummy isn't popping out on the inhale. Exhaling. And you notice my back's still got that natural curve. I'm not tucking under or doing anything funny. Inhaling. Exhale, make a zip, make a corset as you keep your spine in the neutral position. Neutral means the natural curve position. Great, next exercise. Oh, before we go on to the next exercise, you want to make sure that your tummy is working in the zip and the corset right throughout every exercise, even before the exercise starts. And that's going to give you a lot of spinal support, and it's going to power the movement of the limbs. So it's very important we always breathe and we always activate here. Next exercise is imprint. Sometimes in Pilates your spine will be in the neutral position with all the natural curves. Sometimes it will be in the imprint position, which we'll practice next, and I'll explain why later. And it feels really good on the back. It's quite a nice way to release your lower back, especially if you've got a tight lower back. And even if you don't have a tight lower back, it just feels great. Roll down with control if you're sitting up. And we're going to inhale, prepare. Exhale, make a zip, make a corset to initiate tilting the hips into the imprint. So your lower back is now flat at this point, and then we release to neutral. And we exhale and scoop the tummy into imprint. Inhale to release. And do that several more times. I want to make sure that we're not really gripping with the butt. The butt is just gently squeezing. It's more about the tummy than release. Last 2. Scoop, a little squeeze of the bum, but more in the tummy. Remember, release. Last 1. Exhale, imprint. and then inhale, release. And all you need to know is on some exercises your spine will be neutral, some will be imprinted. We only imprint when the legs are lifted in the air like this. So see my back's down there, and I'm getting lots of back support as my legs are in the air. Sometimes our legs will be moving in Pilates, and I want to make sure again that that back is down in that nice safe position. There is an exception to that rule. If you've got any back discomfort in any of the exercises, you may want to stay in the imprint position. But if you can, you'll be neutral, which is natural, which is your optimal position. So now let's test we can stay in neutral as we move the legs. So I'm in my neutral position. I've got my tummy zipped and corseted. I'm going to inhale, prepare. Exhale, keep that energy here and slide that leg away. Then inhale, bring it back. Then the left leg. And I'm making sure that the back isn't moving. If your back does tend to do this on the way out, then you might want to consider not going out as far, maybe going part of the way out. Just do that a couple more times, making sure you hold the abdominals in and a little bit of a squeeze in the butt muscles to secure the body in that neutral position. One more each way. Exhale and slide. Inhale and release. Exhale and slide. Inhale and release. Okay, now next let's warm up our shoulders. Basic shrugs here. You're going to inhale, lift the shoulders, exhale, lower them. 5 more times. Inhale up, exhale down. And I've still got my tummy in the zip corset, nothing's changed, and I've still got my gentle squeeze in my seat muscles. I'm not gripping and overdoing that, because otherwise that will distort your posture if you grip. Okay, and that should feel really nice to get rid of any tension in the shoulders there. Second shoulder warm up, we're going to move the shoulders forward off the floor and back on the floor. We call it protraction into retraction. Inhaling to go protract, exhale, retract. 2 more. Last one. And then bring the arms down. Now that the shoulders are warmed up, I want to try and keep them in a nice, strong, stable position for pretty much the rest of the class. The only time you move the shoulders are on exercises like that where we're mobilizing. But most of the exercises want the shoulders to be down and back with the ribs held in. So no matter where my arms are going, this isn't changing. So we're going to be practicing that next. How to get the shoulders in that nice stable position. You need to work the muscles here, which are like your second core. They kind of tie into your core. So we're going to be doing some arm circles, which will be warming up your shoulder joints, but we're also going to be working on that stability component. So laying down on your backs, get the shoulders down and back so you feel the muscles working under here and underneath your shoulder blades and between your shoulders. Ribs are in. We're going to inhale, prepare. Exhale, take the arms back as far as you think your shoulders can stay down, and then circle around. What it's not this. See how my shoulders gone right up and my ribs have gone up. When I get my ribs in, I'm going to use my abdominals to keep my ribs up. I want to get those muscles working in the mid-back to get those shoulders anchored in that strong, secure position. Because while I'm in that position, then I'm less likely to get pain up around the neck. And I'm also in my proper posture, my optimal position. Exhale, reach back. Inhale, circle round. Exhale, reach back. Inhale, circle round. One more. Exhale and back. And inhale, round. Now let's reverse it. Still working on the same. Exhale, go back. Inhale, go forward. Exhale and back. Inhale and forward. 3 more. Keeping those ribs in. Shoulders down. Good. One more time. Exhale and back. And inhale and forward. So no matter, as I said, where your arms are in place, they could be doing scissors. They could be doing arms to the side and in. Those shoulders will be down and back in that strong, secure position held by these muscles with the ribcage in. Next, Pilates warm-up is for the neck, which leads us into our sit-ups. So we're going to be doing a few nods. We're going to bring the chin down on the exhale, chin up on the inhale. Exhale, chin down, inhale, chin up. Do that a few more times. Shouldn't be forcing the head, should be nice and gentle. Last 2, exhale, lower, inhale, lift. I've still got my tummy in on my little squeeze in my bum. Good. Now we're going to turn the head right and turn the head left. Inhale to the right, exhale to the left. Inhale to the right, exhale to the left, and that's enough of those. Okay, now we're going to be going into the sit-ups. All you need to know is the technique on the sit-up is with the little nod in the head. So we're going to bring the chin down. And if I make a fist and put my fist under my chin, I'm going to sit up. Just try a few of these with the fist under the chin. And you can get the feeling of where the head is supposed to be on the sit-ups. There should be one fist distance between your chin and chest roughly. So I'm not sitting up, pushing my chin out. I'm not pushing it down. It's in a neutral position. Your sit-up actually comes from your rib slide. So you want to sort of contract your abdominals to slide the ribs to come up. So let's try that with the breath. Pop your hands on behind your head. Your shoulders are down in that strong, secure position, leading into your core. Again, inhale, nod the head. Scoop the belly, slide the ribs and come up. And I'm coming up with my pelvis in the neutral position. I'm not tucked under and over gripping through the seat or hip flexors. So I've got that nice, relaxed hip flexor area and that gentle hip seat squeeze. Nice flat tummy, and then we're going to roll down. Now once again, nod head, slide ribs, come up, and then come down. Exhale and come up. Inhale and lower. 2 more times. I've got my shoulder blades nice and wide and down. And then take one more. Exhale and come up and stay up. Put your hands together, cross your thumbs. Let's warm up your side abs with a twist to the right. And then back center. Exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale, center. And I'm making sure as I twist that my knees and hips aren't wobbling side to side. I'm just moving through the upper body so I'm nice and efficient. One more. And then come on down. Release your head side to side. Now, from curling forwards, we're now going to extend back. And the technique of that is a little bit slightly opposite of your sit-up, where your chin was in. Now you're going to lift your chin up and out to extend in the backward direction. So we're going to flip on over onto your front. Let's get you set up. Before you start, you want to make sure that the butt muscles are firm, because that will help to stabilize the pelvis and the lower back. And you also want to make sure your tummy is in as per usual. Those muscles pretty much work on every exercise. I want you to hop onto your front with your arms down. So the technique we use here, we want to make sure that the shoulders are down and back. The arms lift a little here. Then when the shoulders are down and back, in that secure position, we leave the eyes and rise up. We want to make sure we're lengthening through the head this way, through the toes that way, and through the fingertips this way. Be careful your neck doesn't come up too high. And then we're going to lengthen forward to lower, releasing the arms. Once again, exhale, stabilize the shoulders, raise the arms, lead with the eyes a little bit. Lengthen and lower. 4 more times. Exhale and come up. Inhale and lower. Exhale and come up. Should feel really good to extend and lengthen. 2 more. And if you've got any back issues on this, keep it small. If you don't have any back issues, you can come up as high as the ribs. And last one, exhale, come up and hold. If you come yourself a little longer, stretch a bit more, pull your tummy in, squeeze your glutes, and elongate forward. Stretch back into the shell position. Relax your back. Big breath in, big breath out. Pull your tummy in to roll you up bone by bone. And those are all your Pilates fundamentals that you'll use on each and every exercise. Don't worry if you can't remember them. I will remind you from time to time all of the things that with the checkpoints that we need to go through. Now we go on to the meaty part of the workout, the 100s. Okay, this has got 3 levels to it. So rolling down with control, using your power from your stomach. Level 1, we stay in the neutral pelvis position. We come up into a sit-up, and we're going to be pumping the arms. Inhale, 5 pumps. Exhale, 5 pumps. 10 times, so it makes 100 breaths or 100 arm pumps. It's all about your breath control and your abdominal endurance. If you can't do the full 100, no problem. Do as many as you can well and take a rest. If you've got neck issues, one hand can go behind the head for the first 50, one hand can go behind the head for the second 50, or as many as you can remember. Now for the second level, we go into the imprint. Remember the rule, when the legs are in the air, we imprint to protect the lower back. And it's exactly the same. Same arm pumps, inhale, 5 pumps, exhale, 5 pumps. Third level, straight and turned out legs, same thing. legs can drop. The lower you go, the harder it gets. You want to make sure that your back doesn't do this. If it's gone like that, you're not ready to go that low. So you're going to go higher. Or you might go into this position. Or back to this position. The lowest you can go is eye level, super hardcore. See how you go, see what you feel like today. Remember, your body feels different every day. So go with what you're feeling is right for you at today's energy levels. Okay, so I'm going to be doing level 3, but you do what's right for you. And remember that hand behind the head option. So inhale to prepare. Exhale, nod the head, scoop the belly, roll up. Keep your feet here, level 1. Imprint legs, tabletop, level 2. Straight, turned out legs, level 3, or legs drop, level 4. And we go, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 32, 3, 4, 5. Stomach in. 42, 3, 4, 5, and 2. 52, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 62, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 72, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Really pump those arms. 82, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 92, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. And bring those legs up. Woo! Rock side to side. And that really heats the body up. It gets the blood pumping around the entire body. And that should feel quite tiring. Almost a little bit cardio, that one. That's really heated me up. Time to lose a layer. Okay, so that's great for your tummy endurance, great for your breath control. Now we move on to a little bit more work through the tummy, but a little bit of a curl through the spine. Roll backs. 3 levels here, or 4 levels even. Level 1, hands behind the thighs, legs together or hip width. You're going to scoop belly and roll down halfway or so. Scoop belly and round forward. Level 2, the hands come up to shoulder level. And level 3, we might want to try going all the way down and take the arms back. Remember when you take your arms back, that the shoulders don't lift and the ribs don't pop. You're in that strong, secure position. Let me roll up. Now, if that's difficult for you rolling up, you may want to grab the legs. Okay. The important thing is that on this exercise that you don't go sideways. If you're going like this, I would recommend you go back to level 1 and just try and get everything squared up. You want to teach your body to be symmetrical, not to strengthen that one side. Now, there is a level 4. I've got straight and turned out legs. And I'm in this long C-curve position. I'm not slouched down. My shoulders are down, and I'm going to roll down here. Try to keep the feet down on the floor, and then roll back up. Remember, you can grab the legs if you need to. So join in when you're ready. Choose the level that's good for you. And we're going to exhale, roll back bone by bone with as much control as possible. Reach back, keep your ribs and shoulders in the right position. Nod head, slide ribs, go up. And we do that a few more times. Use the breath. If you hold the breath, you'll get lots of tension in the body, which is what we don't want. We want to try and flow effortlessly like a ballerina. Or as if you're moving underwater. Last 2. Look at your legs. Make sure they don't swing off to one side. Last 1. Roll down bone by bone by bone by bone. And roll up bone by bone by bone. Okay. Now we're going to move on to the single leg circle. 3 levels. Roll down with control. Don't just plop back any old way. Level 1. You're going to lift your leg to tabletop. The bottom leg is bent, and you're going to circle the leg as big as your body stays still. Do not do a big circle if you're rolling all around the place. Get the control first. Use your core and your seat muscles to keep your body in the neutral position. If that's a bit easy, this is your level 2. Turn out your leg and do the same. Okay, and level 3, you're down here with the bottom leg also turned out. So join in when you're ready. Cross the leg, inhale. Circle it down, around, and up, exhale. And 5 more times. Now my circle's quite big, but remember, it's all about being in control. So if you're a little bit wobbly, cut down on that range, get the core working more, get the glutes working more, get the control. Now go the other way. You might want to hold your hips and your ribs to check that there's no movement there. Using my hands is a useful tool. Sometimes we get the message quicker to the muscles, to the body parts. And last two. And last one. And I really like that exercise because it mobilizes your hip, but you're also getting a lot of core work from the stability side of it. Okay, let's try that second side. Remember, you're here level 1, here level 2, or here level 3. Cross it, breathe in, circle it, breathe out 1. Exhale, round and 2. Exhale, round and 3. And 4, my shoulders are down, my ribs are in. 5. And 6. Go the other way. And I've still got both of my legs turned out, so I've got quite a bit of glute work there as well. The emphasis is on the up. Last 2. And up. And up. And hug the leg in. Okay, transition and roll up. Remember, if you can't sit up without leaning to one side, I do recommend you roll to the side and come up. If you are strong enough, then you can sit up and your transition like that. Or if that's a bit much, you can come up that way. But always better to be square than to lean off to one side. So if you're coming up like this, remember, roll to your side and come up that way. Rolling like a ball. Now if your back's really stiff on this one, you may want to try this smaller version of this exercise. I'll show you the full version first. So I've got my hands behind each thigh, sitting tall to begin. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, scoop tummy, roll back into the seat. Then lift legs. Now I'm going to roll back using my core. And inhale to rock back to my shoulders and exhale to come up. Try not to put the feet down at the top. So that's the full version. Notice I'm in the C the whole time. Now if your back's a bit stiff, this is what you'll do. So you'll start from this position and then you'll start just rocking from here. Okay? Now if you want to try the advanced version, you make yourself smaller and you put your hands around your ankles. The smaller you are, the harder it is. Only try this version if your back's flexible. And you inhale, rock back as tight as a hedgehog ball and then come up without touching the floor. So you choose what's right for you. I'm going to try this one. Remember, if your back's stiff, do the small one. Now, inhale, rock back. Use your core. Exhale, rock up and try not to put the feet down. Inhale back. Exhale, forward. Inhale back. Exhale, forward. Quite hard to keep the shoulders down. Sometimes they want to tense up. Just keep thinking, relax your shoulders. Bring your chin down. Inhale back. And exhale, forward. Okay, that deserves a little stretch. Put the soles of your feet together. Massage your hips side to side. So don't worry if you can't do the full version of that one. That will improve with practice, doing the small version. And it's going to be great for your back flexibility and your tummy control. Lengthen forward, take a wee stretch. And hold. Big breath in. Big breath out. And roll up. Now we move into the meaty abdominal part of the exercise, which is the single leg stretch first. And we're going to be challenging our abdominals endurance by doing lots of exercises back to back. Roll down with control. And we're going to inhale, nod the head, scoop the tummy, roll up. Imprint the spine, lift the legs. Now I'm going to pull my right leg in, grabbing onto the shin bone with wide elbows to the side. Don't drop your elbows. Then I'm going to tug that leg in 2 times. Pull, pull, and switch. Now the other leg is as low as your back stays down. So if your back's doing this, please do go higher. The highest you'll go is 90 degrees. The lowest you might be able to go is eye level if you've got good control. Pull, pull, and swap. 6 and 5 and 4 and 3, shoulders down and 2 and hold. Now we take away the second tug. 1 swap, 2 swap, 3 swap, 4, 5, 6. Nice scoop tummy. 7, 8, 9, 10. Legs in. Whew. Now we go from single leg stretch to double leg stretch. 3 levels. Feet down, level 1. Reach back with the arms as far back as you can stay in your sit-up and make a circle. Level 2, tabletop legs, imprinted spine. Level 3, extend your arms and your legs as far away from your belly button as possible without arching your back. And then circle in. Remember, if your back's arching, you might want to go here. If you're quite strong, stretch it out even more. Inhale, lengthen out. big circle and hug. Inhale, lengthen out, exhale, big circle and hug. 2 more. Stretch. And make yourself into a hedgehog more. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Lay the head down. Okay, next exercise. Hands behind the head. Legs in tabletop, nod head and curl up. Toe dip, right. Exhale, toe dip, left. Again, keeping the back nice and flat. With the tummy in nice and tight. Now you can go on to level 2 if you like and do a double toe down, double toe up. Exhale, lower, inhale, lift. Really hold that imprint. Good. Now next level, we can try straight turned out legs. And if that's too much, you might want to go one single leg. Remember, it can be a small leg, it doesn't have to be a big leg. Or try the double. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 2 more. Still got my back down. And legs in. Scissors. Nod head, curl up. This is level 1. Tug, tug, and swap. Level 2. And if you're really strong, you can make those legs bigger. Remember, if your back's a little bit lifting, keep it small. Take another 4. And 3. 2. And as singles, take away the second tug. 1, swap. 2, swap. 3. 4, shoulders down, tummy in. 7, 8, 9, 10, legs in. Okay, crisscross. 3 levels again. Legs on the floor, level 1. Twist to the right. Lay down. Twist to the left. If you want to make that harder, don't put down in the center. Just go straight from right to left. Level 2, tabletop legs. And level 3, add the opposite leg straight. 10 slow. 1. Exhale, swap, and 2. Exhale, swap, and 3. And 4. Keep those elbows wide. The wider the elbows, the more your tummy will have to work. The better your posture as well. 9. Can you speed up, but still with control? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my goodness. Really feeling those. Last exercise for your tummy endurance, rollovers. If you've got a stiff back, take a diamond shape. If you can, try straight legs and just do a small one. That's level 2. Level 3 is a bigger one. My legs are parallel to the floor. And if you like, on the way down, you can descend the legs to challenge you further, or you can just stop here. If you want level 4, you may want to go into a flex foot and touch the floor, and then roll down slowly. Let's try a few more of those. I'm going to point my toes and I'm going to descend my legs, but remember, you don't have to. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. And I'm sandwiching my legs tightly together the entire time. And look, peel your spine up, bone by bone by bone. Peel your spine down, bone by bone by bone. 2 more. So good for your back flexibility. So good for your tummy, your lower tummy strength particularly. Last one. And then hug those legs in. That's your abdominal endurance segment. Take a few circles and stretch out. Feels really good. Then the other way. Exhale to stir. A big pop round and round. Transition. Remember, roll to your side, option 1. Rock, option 2. Full sit-up, option 3. Now we move on to your stomach, which is your back endurance segment. Okay, so remember your rule. Tight seat, tight tummy, elongate. So from here, put the arms wide to the side. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, pull shoulders down, rise up, lift the arms. Extend your arms forward and back for 6. And 5. I'm making sure my shoulders stay down even as my arms go forward, which is quite a hard thing to do. Naturally, the shoulders want to go up when your arms are going up. So it's the opposite of what you want to naturally do. And then lengthen down. Still got my tight glutes, still got my tight tummy. Pull shoulders down, rise up, lift arms, now extend to the side for 1. Lengthening your whole body up, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Lengthen forward and lower. And are we being nice and stable through the core? And now lift those arms, now take it to the back for 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2. Make sure your head's not like this, and 1. Elongate and lower down. Okay, now shift up onto your elbows. Your elbows are under your shoulders, and your fists are clasped together. You're pushing down into the floor, and you're pulling up into your tummy, into a bit of an ab bridge. Don't sag like this. So it should be quite an effort to hold this position. Working the arms, working the tummy. You're going to squeeze your hamstring 2 times. 1, 2, and lower. 1, 2, and lower. You could point, flex if you like. The breathing. Breathe out, breathe out, breathe in. Breathe out, breathe out, breathe in. Take 4 more. 3. Keep pulling in here. 2. And 1. Okay, and release it down. Okay, now we're going to go into a double leg stretch. So again, we've got the hamstrings working, the glutes working, but both legs are coming in at the same time. New position with the upper body. I'm going to start here with the hands laced, and the head turned up to one side. So we're going to start here. Going to pull both toes in to the back side. Make sure you don't do this. If you're doing this, you might want to have the legs come in a little less until you can get the hips forward. If you're coming up like this, a lot of tension in the back, not very good for you. A lot of tension in the hip flexors. You want to be pushing the bum forward instead. So 3 squeezes, go right in if you can. And then you're going to lengthen the hands back, open the shoulders and come up. Toes down, chest up. Feel that nice chest stretch. Now turn the head the other way. Pull the arms in and do those 3 times again. 1, 2, 3, and rise. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, breathe in. Breathe out, 2, 3, breathe in. Last 2. So it's a lot of great shaping for the hamstrings, glutes, and the back, and you're getting all that chest stretching. Can you balance and take your arms to the side and to the front? Can you lift your legs up at the back? Now we're going to go swimming. If this is a bit too much, you can do this instead. Just go slowly up with the right arm and the left leg, and then slowly down. And then repeat on the other side. Or you can go slow swimming here for level 2. Level 3, you can speed it up. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Whichever level you do, make sure your body's not going side to side. Shoulders down, breathing in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Last one. Long legs, long arms. Tight buns. Reach, reach, reach. Can you elongate more? Release it down. And sit back and stretch. Inhale here, exhale, use your tummy to roll up and take a shoulder roll. Okay, now let's move into our seated postural work, which is going to strengthen your posture. Just make a few adjustments there with my top. Okay, now we're going to come into seated position. Now you want a really straight back and really straight legs, but sometimes if our hamstrings are tight, we may be here. If you're a little bit round in the back when you have your legs straight, best not to go there. Best to go bent legs, or you could sit on maybe a few folded up, so some blankets or some cushions, and that will help you to relax your hip flexors, which will help you to straighten your back. If you don't have any hamstring issues and you can sit straight, flex your feet and have them hip width apart and sit really tall. Then you'll take your arms up here. Now we're going to lengthen up and over the legs in a giant C curve. They're not collapsed. So I'm feeling my abdominals working like crazy here, and then roll back up the floor. Try that with me again. As we're going to exhale. And then inhale, sitting up super tall. Do that a few more times. Exhale, lengthen into that giant wave position. Inhale and come up. And I've still got my toes flexed back. Make sure your toes are flexed back evenly, not sort of crooked like that. Last 2. Feel those stomach muscles shrinking in. Big exhale, shrink. And then come up. And then take the legs wide. Probably just a little bit wider than the hips. And then the arms to the side. Now we're going to do the side version of that, which we call the saw. Twist. Reach your baby finger to your baby toe and round in that long shape forward. The arms are pulling apart, stretching down one side of the back. Sit tall and come up. Other side. Exhale and reach. Inhale and come up. Exhale and reach. Inhale, sit even taller in the center. Last two. Arms are being pulled front and back. And bring the legs together. Remember, your legs will be bent if your back isn't straight. Clasp your hands together. Take a double twist to the right. Double twist left. Lock the legs together. Now try that with the arms to the side and your palms up. Twist, twist, lengthen. Try and feel your tummy muscles really sinking into the spine. Tightening like you've got a girdle on. Last two. Head is reaching through the roof. And release it down. Let's do some stretches. So we've strengthened the tummy, we've strengthened the back. We've worked on some seated positions. Now we're going to have a roll around on the floor. It's going to feel really good. We're going to stretch out. Take your legs wide and your arms together. Roll over onto your left side, reaching your right arm to a far back diagonal, like you're being pulled apart from the fingertips from the toes. And then come back. Other side. Inhale, turn. Exhale, return. 4 more. Keep your head nice and relaxed. Just roll your head into your bottom shoulder. If you've got any shoulder issues with your arms back, you could try it with your arms here, if need be. Now pop your legs together, and we'll do the counter pose, the lower body version of the exercise. Arms to a T if you've got tight shoulders, or arms to a V if you can. Lift your right leg, and then cross it over. Try and keep your shoulders flat. Lift it up, lengthen it down. Inhale up, exhale over, inhale up, exhale down. Now if that's a bit much, you can do that with a bent leg, if need be. So find what works for you. And as I said, the important thing is that we keep the arms pinned back so that you get the best stretch possible. 1 more. And those should feel quite pleasant. Now roll over onto your back. Onto your tummy. And take your legs wide and your arms together. And now roll. Inhale, turn. Reach that arm to that far back diagonal. Exhale, return. So this is the facing forward version of that exercise that we just did. 1 breath turn, 1 breath return. I've still got my tummy in. Okay, now take your arms wide and your legs together. Right leg up, right leg over. And notice my head just kind of rolls off to the side there, stretching out my legs, stretching out my arms, and come back. Other side. Use the breath. Inhale, turn. Exhale, return. Last 2. And sit back in a shell position. Inhale here. Exhale, tummy pulls you up, bone by bone. Give your shoulders a big roll. Okay, now we're going to move on to some spine curls. I want you to lie down on your back and just enjoy this one. It should feel really good. It's also going to strengthen your glutes and your hamstrings. Remember to roll down with control using your core power. You can hold your legs or the advanced version, arms to the side. Okay, so you definitely want legs hip width apart for this one. I find if the legs are together, you don't get so much of a good spine curl. So one exercise, you definitely want that hip width apart position. So check it out. Arms down flat beside you. We're going to inhale, prepare. Exhale, squeeze the seat, tilt the hips and roll up. So I'm passing through that imprint, but I'm keeping on going. Watch you're not here. That's not good for your back. You want to go here with the ribs, and you actually get more butt work if you're here as opposed to here. And then roll down from the top to the bottom bit by bit. Inhaling. Exhale, lift the tail, the hips, the waist, the ribs, little chest lift, not too much. And then roll the chest, the ribs, the waist, the hips, the tail down. Do that a few more times, nice and smooth. Press your feet into the floor to wake up your hamstrings. Last two. Exhale and peel, roll up. Exhale and peel, roll down. Last one. Up and hold. 10 pulses. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm really feeling it here in my glutes. Hold. Inhale, stay. Tummy in. And exhale, 10 more. So try to fatigue the butt a little bit here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, hold. Exhale, 10 pulses. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exhale, melt. Feel those tummy muscles snugging into the spine. Okay, legs together, arms to the side, palms up. To complement our curls with some twists, we sway the hips and the head the opposite ways, contract the tummy, come back. Other side, inhale, turn, exhale, return. Feels really nice. Keep the shoulders down. Last two. Now we're going to do a more strong version of that exercise. Arms down flat, imprint spine, legs to tabletop. This time the head does not turn. Keep your shoulders down, pinned into the floor. If this is too much, go back and do the floor version, the previous exercise with the arms to the side. Last two, inhale, twist, exhale, center. This is great for your waist muscles. Could you possibly try the next level? Give it a go. If it's too much, go back here. Straight legs, a lot harder. Legs are tight together, squeezing firmly, like you could crack a walnut there between your thighs. Last two, inhale, turn, exhale, center, inhale, turn, exhale, center. Hug your legs in. Now, put your feet back down on the floor. We're going to go back up into that bridge position and challenge it with some leg lifts. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, squeeze glutes, roll up. Can you lift your right leg to tabletop without your body falling down or twisting? So I don't want to see any turning. Inhale, lift. Exhale, return. If you find this very difficult, hold the hips up. Support yourself to train those muscles to work up to this. Release hands if you're holding and roll down. Then roll up again. Lift your right leg. Maybe try extending it if that's too much. Stick to the bent position. I'm working really hard to keep those hips up, working my glutes. Last two. And melt your spine down. Roll up again. Lift your leg up to tabletop level 1, straight leg level 2. Squeeze up, and 2, and 3. Hold on to your abs. 5, 6, foot down, other side. 3, 4, 5, 6, foot down, melt, squeeze. Roll up last time. Same options, bent leg level 1, straight leg level 2. Kick down, kick up. Add a flex, add a point if you can. Remember, you can hold here if you need. And put down, straight to the other side. 3, doesn't have to be a big quick, just as high and as low as you can maintain stillness in the torso. And melt the spine down. Great. Okay, so now we're going to move into some stretches. So you're going to come onto your bottoms and stretch your legs out the front. And just come forward, hold. Rolling up, legs to the side, and walk through. Keep your feet flexed and your toes pointed up. And hold. Bring up, and take a few side bends. Inhale and exhale. So in today's session, your body will have moved in as many directions as possible. I hope you've all enjoyed the benefits of that. I'm now going to take a glute stretch. Here is your level 1. I've just got my heel over the top of my knee. And if you've got a bit more flexibility, you can go here, level 2. The advanced version, level 3. Your heel. And hold. And coming up, swapping to the other side. Remember, this is level 1. This is your level 2. And here is your level 3. Coming up, we'll do a quick hip lunge stretch. Take a large step forward. I've got my knee on top of my heel, not going past, because that might strain the knee. And I've got my back leg as far away as possible. You can be here level 1, or here level 2, or here level 3. And you can even do a little side bend if you like. Hold. Tummy in. And change. Here, here, or here. Great. I hope you've all enjoyed your session today. If you've got any comments or feedback, I would love to hear from you. Let me know what you thought. Hope you've had an awesome workout, and I will try and post another video again soon. Thank you.